Good morning, I'm here with Dennis Crooks today. Dennis, good seeing you again here in Chatham. Now this is a really nice plane. This is something you were telling me about that you actually owned. You actually owned one of these.
Actually, I didn't own one, but I did fly one extensively, back in oh boy, probably late 70s, early 80s. I flew all over the country in a 310, so I got kind of a soft spot for this. This happens to be the top flight ARF 310, a couple of OS 50s. And the reason I have this one here is that it's also a demonstrator for the new Robart electric retracts and the compact unibrakes. So it's serving multiple purposes, even though it's still fun to fly, but it has a purpose for being here other than just being a nice airplane.
Yeah, but I mean, looking at it, it's hard to believe this is an ARF. And you're telling me there's nothing, pretty much nothing's been done to this.
Matter of fact, I didn't even get the markings put on it. It is literally right out of the box.
Oh my God. Now, would this be something that a more experienced flyer would have to fly?
I hesitate to comment on skill level, but it is a 310. It's a fast airplane, although it lands and takes off really nice. I have not experienced any single engine time yet, so I don't know how that's going to respond. But it's not a beginner airplane by any means. I would be a little reluctant to make this a second or third airplane.
Now, I noticed when you were flying it, doing the rolls, I mean, you'd probably kill people if you were doing that. But I mean, it does have the capability of doing it.
Yeah, the beauty of flying a model is you're not restricted by passengers and only your imagination. But the airplane obviously is capable of some very graceful maneuvers. You don't have to fly it straight and level. It gives you something to do besides fly around and look pretty. Yeah. With the OS 50s, you have way more power than necessary, but it gives you some maneuver options.
Now, also, you do have a Eurofighter that we saw up in the air earlier today. Well, describe that jet for us a little bit.
Well, that airplane has been around for a number of years. I've sort of lost track, but it's probably 7, 8, maybe 9, I don't know. But in any event, that was one of the original scale Eurofighters. Just an excellent airplane. It has a JetCat P120 in it. I have flown twin turbines, and the complexity level goes up like quadruple, and the space requirements and what have you. So the single engine works out really nice.
Is that some type of original color scheme?
Yeah, that was a British, again, one of the early Eurofighter paint schemes from the British. And as I understand, that was more of a demonstrator airshow type paint scheme, not a military.
Not a military one.
It took a number of years for that airplane to go through all of its refinements.
Now, how does it fly?
Other than some slight throttle lag, it might as well be a prop.
Really?
It flies so nice.
And you figure with the Delta wing design, you find you're getting a lot more surface there, so it's really keeps the plane up in the air a lot better?
Correct. A very forgiving airplane, takeoff and landing.
And what are the fins called in the front there?
The canards on the front, and they are indeed functional.
And how does that help?
Aerodynamically, you could increase the deflection on those front canards dramatically, and it ups the maneuverability of the airplane drastically.
Well, thanks a lot once again. And hey, I'd like to say congratulations. You're one of the co-owners of Robart now as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that
So,
was
that's really good. I'm really proud that you got into that. And also in the future, folks, you know, we're going to be seeing Dennis again, right? He always brings a wonderful plane. He's a great flyer. You've been at many events over the years.
Certainly.
And we'll see you back at this event again, once again, at Chatham Air Show. Take care, folks.